Yo, what's going on, y'all? So it's been like, I'd say 2-3 months. I think I've been living in this new crib. I've done a couple updates, you know what I'm saying? First off, I got a new mattress. So I know you guys been telling me what mattress to get. Got a new mattress. You probably seen I did my recent gaming desk setup video. So upgraded the desk setup area. Got my own gaming desk setup. Have this desk setup right here. But if any of you guys been following me since way back, you know I always do a bunch of like projector videos. And just want to tell you, I get a bunch of emails on different projectors. Hisense sent me out a projector to review. And I said before, I got a bunch of projectors. So obviously, I'm going to take the one that I think is really good. This one right here, as you guys can see, is this Hisense M2 Pro. We're gonna take this out for review. Yes, Hisense did sponsor this video, but everything I tell you guys is gonna be my own opinions, what I really think about it. And I think projectors are cool because you could display images like anywhere on the wall. So for right now, I'm thinking I could place it here, place it in the ceiling. And another thing that's really fun is having the projector project on the walls in the bedroom. So whenever I'm sleeping, I could just have it on the ceiling. And this one is a portable projector. I could bring it outside. When friends come over, you know, I could have it projected on the wall. It could get very versatile. So let's go ahead and unbox this thing. I don't know much about you guys, but when it comes to projectors, I'm always that one friend in the group that has the projector, bro. But the first thing that caught my attention with this projector is that it could output up to 120 hertz. So that's gonna be pretty interesting for gaming. If you guys know about gaming and different refresh rates, you know how sick that is. All right, the box looks pretty good. Damn, this reminds me like about old DJI. Good unboxing experience so far, I'm not gonna lie. Right off the bat, you can see it has AI upscale to 4K, optical zoom, Dolby Vision, everything that we expect from a high-end portable projector. So I'm trying my best not to, oh, you have to peel it apart. Oh, Apple AirPlay. This is probably my first projector with Apple AirPlay. It's almost like Apple with this. Straight off the bat, you can see the different ways you could use it. Standard mount, floor stand mount, wall mount, and you could hang it from the ceiling, which would be ideal for a whole theater experience. Now, this is our next level unboxing. Sheesh. So first thing first, we have the M2 Pro itself, front and center. Let's take this out. Feels durable though. This is definitely my most sturdy portable projector yet. We have the remotes right here. We get our batteries included, AAA batteries included, and all the power cords and everything that we'll need to power this thing up. So pretty straightforward unboxing experience, very high quality. We also have a pamphlet in here, but honestly, you already know, man, I'm the tech guru. I already know how to use this thing. I don't need no pamphlet to tell me what to do. So here we have the M2 Pro itself in its flesh. It comes with this little stand right here. So I guess this is what we'll use to adjust the angles. So if you want to point it to the ceiling, we'll do it like this. Have it pointed right at the wall. We'll do it like that. So the angling, pretty nice. At the back, we have all our port selection. So we have power button, infrared for the remote. We have HDMI, USB 3.0, and also the DC in. And this is where the fan is to keep it thermals running smooth. And as you can see, there's no adjustments on the lens or anything because everything is auto adjusted. Technology is crazy nowadays. This might be all the LiDAR scanners and everything up here, so you know that it could like auto adjust everything. But yeah, pretty straightforward. I'm gonna spend the rest of the time checking this thing out, setting it up and everything, and then I'll give you guys my honest opinion of what I really love and probably what I don't like about the Hisense M2 Pro projector. All right, guys, we're back. It's been basically 1 week now that I've been using the Hisense M2 Pro projector, and I must admit this thing is truly amazing. I've been using projectors since way back, since Brampton days. If you guys go on my channel, you know I've always been like using projectors. I just love the fact that you could bring this thing around with you. It's fun when people come over and everything. But Let's first start off with like the build quality and how portable it is. So yeah, just holding it, I was just surprised with how light it was. Compare that to like a TV. This is way easier to move around, and just look at the design. It has like this nice silver finish. It's elegant. It has speakers built inside of it. And another thing I really appreciated is the built-in gimbal slash handle. So as you can see, you could just hold it like this, walk around with it. And if you wanted to mount it, it has like a threading system. So for example, you wanted to mount it to the ceiling, you could just mount it up to the ceiling and have it right there to create that whole projector vibe. But what I like to do, I like to just bring this around anywhere I'm going. I could literally just place it, adjust it however I want, and I'm good to go. Portability wise, this thing is solid. Now, I've used other projectors in the past, obviously, as I said before, and the setup process is usually a headache. You have to adjust the focus manually, fix the keystone, make sure it's perfectly aligned. It's a whole rigmarole. With the M2 Pro, everything is automated. Auto keystone correction, autofocus, auto screen fit, and even auto obstacle avoidance. You could literally just place it down, turn it on, and it figures everything out by itself. Now, one feature that I thought was very unique is the intelligent wall color adaptation. So let's say you don't have a white wall or a projector screen. Maybe your wall is beige or light gray or whatever. The M2 Pro will automatically adjust the colors to compensate for that. Unfortunately, I only have white walls around this crib right now, so I can't exactly show you guys what this looks like. But I thought that was a cool feature just in case you were worried about like a different shade of color you might have on your wall if you don't, for example, have a projector screen. So with the M2 Pro, I could go from 65 inches all the way up to 200 inches, depending on how far back I have the projector. Now, for me, honestly, the main focus when it comes on to a projector is the picture quality. I guess that's the most important thing. That's what really matters when you get in a projector. How does the image quality look? It's really, really good. Probably the best. I know what you're saying. Yes, this is a sponsored video, this, that, and the third, but I'm not gonna lie, it's the best projector image quality I've seen on a projector I've reviewed so far. This is probably the best projector I got sent so far. The colors look really good right off the bat. It's not loud. I'm not hearing any fans or anything like that. Like, you want to put it to the ceiling, like look how quick it just auto adjusts everything. No fan noise, nothing. It just straight out the box, it just gets to work, bro. Like, boom, boom. Look how bright it is outside. And it could literally still pick up what's going on. I remember like when we usually review projectors, like we literally had to close all the blinds because we wouldn't see anything. I was mind blown. It's sharp, the colors are vibrant. I wasn't even watching at nighttime, it was in the daytime, and I still could see the image quality. Like, I was genuinely impressed. Like, I was literally walking, like going up to the wall to look at the image quality. I'm like, there's no way this thing is this sharp. So basically, Hisense has what they call their triple laser technology. It's basically using, instead of one light source like most projectors do, this uses 3 separate lasers, one for red, one for blue, and one for green, and that gives you way more accurate colors. The specs on this thing, I'll have it up on sheet, but you're getting 3840 by 2160 resolution, which is really nice. As I said before, the colors look punchy and vibrant, the skin tones are natural, and with Dolby Vision support, HDR content actually looks really, really good. Brightness wise, it gets really bright, 1300 lumens, which is a lot. Even sometimes in the dark, I was like, bro, this is kind of too bright. And whenever you adjust the size or auto adjust the size, you could see on the outskirts brightness of the image, if that makes sense. So that kind of could be a little disadvantage, but I'm just happy that it's bright because in the daytime, you could literally still see what's going on without really closing the blinds. So overall, brightness wise, if you're planning to use this thing outdoors during the day, you might want to wait until the sun goes down if you want the best experience. One more thing I want to talk about image quality is the M2 Pro also has this AI 4K clarity technology upscales. For example, if you're watching something in 1080p, it makes them look sharper. I noticed this especially when I was watching older shows or I was streaming. Next up, sound quality. this thing packs a punch. It has a dual 10-watt speaker with DTS Virtual X support, and they're actually really good. They're not gonna replace a full soundbar or a full speaker system, but for like casual watching, they get the job done. And also, if you're wondering, you could add external speakers with Bluetooth or use the HDMI port on the back. You could even just use it as a Bluetooth speaker when it's not projecting, which is kind of cool. In terms of streaming, the UI is really nice. It's very intuitive. I was just genuinely surprised with how smooth and clean the overall UI was. You have built-in Netflix. You could use Google Assistant. You have Amazon Prime. Hisense also has the Vita Voice, which is basically like a Google Assistant, maybe even better. This is how quick it works. So you could just long press, open YouTube. Boom, jumps right to YouTube. That's pretty sick. You don't need any third-party things like Apple TV. Like literally everything's on here, built in YouTube, all that straight out the box. You don't even have to set up an account. Plug and play, you're good to go. You could start watching, streaming all your favorite stuff. It even has an app store where you could go and play games, which I think was kind of cool as well. Now, speaking about games, I know some of y'all are wondering, can you game on this projector? Absolutely. So it has even a dedicated game mode with ALLM, auto low latency mode, and it could do up to 240 hertz refresh rate. But here's the catch, it only works in 1080p. 4K 60 is totally fine. Most games cap at 60 FPS anyways, but if you have like a PS5 or Xbox Series X and you're hoping to play at 4K 120 hertz, this sadly just can't do that. That being said, input lag is only about 12 milliseconds in game mode, which is pretty responsive. I played just like car games, some shooter games, and honestly, there was no noticeable delay. If you're a competitive gamer, I mean, you're not supposed to be playing on a projector anyways, so this is more for like laid back portability and just having fun, you know what I'm saying? So all the competitive gamers out there, go and game in your desk setup, bro. Like, why are you worried that your projector isn't running 240 hertz 4K? Come on, bro. But where this really shines is just the overall portability and how easy it is to set up. I've had it in the living room, I've had it in the bedroom. That's basically where I've had it so far, I'm not gonna lie, but I could imagine myself having this outdoors. It's just too cold to go outside with this thing right now. You could set it up at a camp, have your external battery banks or whatever set it up on the patio. It should be fine. The fact that you just don't need to mount this or do any permanent installation makes it really nice. It makes it perfect for people who rent or you move a lot. I'd literally just moved, so I really appreciate that. But it does have its downsides, right? So some disadvantages I think is it doesn't have a built-in battery. You know what I'm saying? Like, why does this thing not have a built-in battery? It's like a portable projector. It should have had some juice so you could move it around and still use it. Another thing is if it gets too hot, like if it's running real hot, the fans will start to kick in. It's not too loud. I've only heard it once, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue, but that's literally the only downside. Oh yeah, another thing is that the 200-inch max screen size is a bit misleading. Technically, it could project up to 200 inches, but in my testing, once you go past like 150 inches, the image starts to get a little dimmer and a little bit softer. So this is almost maxing out at 200. I don't have enough space, like there's still some space over there. But when you get up to this size, the image gets a little softer. But if you have the space for it, it's actually pretty impressive. So for the best experience, I'd recommend you guys to stick around 80 to 120 inches for the sharpest image quality. Now, even though I mentioned all those drawbacks, none of them are really deal breakers for me personally. It comes in at around $1,299 retail, often sometimes on sale, so you could probably pick it up for cheaper. You could even get bigger and brighter projectors for the same price, maybe, but it probably wouldn't be this portable, and it definitely wouldn't have all these smart features built in. For someone who just wants to have like a big screen experience without mounting a projector to the ceiling or buying a massive TV, this literally hits the sweet spot. So yeah, like honestly, it's the most convenient piece of tech I've added since I've moved. The 200 inches is really nice if you want to get that huge screen. It's good for movie nights. It's good for watching football with your boys. But for what it is, it's just an easy to use portable projector that genuinely looks and sounds good. If you're someone who just moved into a new place or you don't want to commit to a big TV like this is the way to go. The flexibility it has to just bring it to the bedroom, place it on the ceiling. If you haven't done that before, you're just missing out, because just laying down, watching the projector on the ceiling is a different experience. I personally love it, and I've been using it every single night. So yeah, let me know down below in the comments if I missed out on anything. Also, let me know if you're team projector or are you team TV. For a small like condo, this might be the way to go. And I think it's really, really good. So first links down below in the description to pick this up. If I obviously missed anything, let me know. And as remember guys, slow motion's better than no motion. Love, peace, and tweaks. Signing out. Time to go watch some, what should I watch? I don't even know, bro. So let's go watch something.